the rapid rate of technological advancement, geopolitical instability, climate change, pandemic, war, global disruptions, leaving us high and dry in the lurch. We are living in a world overwhelmed by a massive amount of uncertainties. We worry about what will happen. We constantly look out for forecasts and estimations, even though we know that the future is notoriously unpredictable. We are looking and working for a world where things are different, are better, and more sustainable. We must navigate life in the sea of the unpredictable.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Please give the best applause for all of us. Hello, how are you today? I wish you all the wealth and joy and love and welcome to Yogyakarta. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the event of GRC Summit 2022. For your information, during this event, we make sure that we still follow the health protocols. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Alin Laksmi. I'm a national TV presenter and a psychologist, and it's an honor for me to be your host today. Ladies and gentlemen, many organizations in various sectors face uncertainty, which is come from multiple aspects, such as political instability, pandemic COVID-19, the digital era, and many more. So, uncertainty raises the risks of the organization to create their own value. GRC Summit 2022 is the fourth annual seminar and masterclass event that gathers domestic and foreign GRC practitioners to discuss the latest practice of GRC implementation in organization. This year, GRC Summit took the topic of selling in the multiverse of uncertainty. We hope the participation in the entire series of the seminar and masterclass will elevate us to understand better how to build agility with an integrated GRC approach and how the integrated GRC approach can add value to the organization resilience and sustainability. This event was initiated by Asosiasi GRC Association, Perkumpulan Profesional Governansi Indonesia, PAGI, Association of Indonesia Governance Professional, Indonesia Risk Management Professional Association or IRMAPA, Institute of Compliance Professional Indonesia, ICOPI, Indonesia Professional in Audit and Control Association, IPACA. And also this event sponsored by Perusahaan Listrik Negara, PLN, Alliance Insurance Indonesia, FWD Insurance Indonesia, Pertalife, Pupuk Sriwijaya, Tugu Reasuransi, Mandiri in Health, Cyberwell, and Diligent. And also supported by CRMS Indonesia, LSP MKS, LSP GRK, ERMA, The Way Academy, and Top Business. So, ladies and gentlemen, our first agenda today for today's event, we would like to listening to Indonesia's national anthem. So I would like you to please rise. You might be seated again. Thank you. To officially open the event, please allow me to welcome Mr. Antonius Ali Joyo as the chairperson of the steering committee to give a speech. To Mr. Antonius Ali Joyo, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Allow me to say a greeting first. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Om Swastiastu. Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. And most importantly as well is the greeting on the healthy and stay healthy. Yeah. First of all, then, I would like to say thank you for all the participants who actually able to come and present in person, because I would like to say this is, we call it comeback. Comeback to have an on-site meeting. If we don't start, then we never start. Yeah. However, this is something that I need to deliver as well, an apology, because of we predict actually a much lower number that people turn up in person. Yeah. And then therefore we actually offering the hybrid version, but then it turned out that the interest to come in person is much higher than we think before. So then we must deal then how to address such a thing, and then we make a decision that we cannot actually enlarge the room because we cannot take over, yeah, a coup d'etat the other room, and then we have to make it a kind of blend shape here, the round table as well as the theater model. So I do hope it can be understood. It might create some inconvenience, but from the heart, we said that it is not any intention for whatever it is, just like to make it sure and proceed the events. Now the third, of course then, I would like to express my sincere thanks to all the speakers and hosts coming today, that I cannot mention one by one. I'm trying, but allow me if I misspell or forget a little bit the full name. Yeah. First of all, let me start with, of course, the lady. Yeah. To Ibu Endang, thank you, from OJK. Yeah. And then Ibu Sophia Watimena, actually she's now already with us with the digital version. Yeah. So then Ibu Cynthia. Yeah. Those are the three ladies that I need to deliver our sincere thanks. And then the rest, of course, then all the gentlemen, or at least they say and they claim they are gentlemen, at least. Pak Kunjung, thank you, Pak. Yeah. Pak Kunjung is basically the chairman of Indonesia BNSP, or National Certification Body, that during his era, basically BNSP made a lot of things. Yeah. A very good move forward, then try to support and create many competent professionals in Indonesia. Thank you, Pak. Yeah. Yeah. And Pak Adi, yeah, from the Ministry of Finance, yeah. Then thank you, Pak, and Pak Haryadi Ramalan from Central Bank, yeah. Then if you look at the seat here, basically we are not talking about this seminar, but we are talking about KKSK. There are some from Ministry of Finance, from OJK, from Central Bank, etc. And then Pak, here is, thank you, Pak Hendro, overlap, yeah, from Badan Standarisasi Nasional, which is now becoming more important because it is on the commitment of the country to compete at the global scale, not through regulation, not through something that used to be a traditional way, but using the standardization. How is the standard being used by many organizations in Indonesia, both public as well as private sector? Thank you, Pak Hendro. And also, here is Pak Arif, thank you, Pak. Yeah, Pak Arif from BPKP. So then, basically, this is to show that basically now we have a kind of harmonized effort to make and promoting the GRC implementation. We talk about the standard, we talk about the people competent, we talk about the internal audit function by the BPKP, and basically on the other side, we also talk with the Supreme Audit as well, BPK. And then hopefully soon, I already made a kind talking with the Supreme Court as well. So then, not just us that understanding about how important GRC has to be implemented, but we are trying to build a more and more healthy ecosystem. So then we do something better, not just doing for great things, but we are trying also to fulfill our duties as the decision maker in the organization. Yeah. I cannot mention one by one because I have a short memory. Yeah. So apology for those that I cannot remember. But one thing that I should not forget is my friend Lee Dietmar. Yeah. Lee Dietmar is coming down straight from USA. Yeah. And I cannot afford to pay him anything except my great thank you. Yeah. 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 He has a great experience being basically the global, one of the few of the global expert in the GRC at the very early days. Yeah. And then today, he devoted more on that promoting at the global scale, talking about the GRC sharing, etc. So thank that one. But I just want to share with you, Lee Dietmar doesn't have any connection with Bruce Lee. Yeah. His name is start with Lee Dietmar. I thought that he's actually either a descendant or a cousin of Bruce Lee. You know Bruce Lee, right? Yeah, right. But he's not. Yeah. So thank you. And last but not least, because I got an assign the easiest thing, just welcoming notes. Yeah. Again, thank you. And I would like to express my sincere thanks to all the younger generation that makes this thing happen. Yeah. Either the association or either our team on the backside there, if you see, they work hard. Yeah. From January to start everything prepared. And we have to make decision either online, on-site or not, and trying to apply risk management and GRC in our initiative. And then I cannot be proud more to the younger generation. Thank you all on the backside. Yeah. So now, thank you. Last but not least, I would like to share with you, because I'm also sitting as a chair of technical committee standardization for GRC, Governance, Risk Management, Compliance, and trusted by Pak Hendro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So then, I would like to share with you something that is very good, because I witnessed myself that I actually travel around in Africa, in Europe, in United States, Asia, etc. Basically, the movement of GRC in Indonesia is not bad. Yeah, we are moving well. Yeah. And then it's getting better and better because of what? I could see that much younger generation now come. Yeah, and they have a bigger community. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm old. Yeah, but it is only my age. Yeah, I'm not old. Just my age is getting more and more every year. Yeah. But now younger generation, okay, they think and they believe that the GRC is very important to compete and produce all the performance they require. It's good as a country, as well as that in that sense, but the homework is not yet finished. We are a country with more than 240 million people, with a 17,000 island. Yeah. So the homework is big. Yeah. We have all the potential to become a big country, but it depends on us. It depends on our generation as well as younger generation. And therefore, yeah, without any further ado, again, my sincere thanks and my big apology if some inconvenience may occur, because we have to not compromise, we have to recognize the challenge and issue, and we have to make decision upon all the challenge. Oh yeah, another one. Yeah, I forget to say thank you, Pak Dwi. Yeah, Pak Dwi, the man with the white hair. Yeah, okay, you give a bit of applause. Yeah. Because I know him, actually a very senior in the State-Owned Enterprise Ministry, etc., the CEO of many companies, and with the humble, yeah, he actually still willing to take it up, the full-time job, and making sure any organization under him implement GRC, despite all the challenge. Can you imagine he was actually the chief executive of one of the largest regional state-owned enterprise in Jakarta. Yeah, you have to balance everything. But one thing that he never compromised, GRC. That's it. So then he's actually a living legend, yeah. Then, okay, despite his white hair. Thank you very much. Then let's the seminar begin. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Antonius Alijoyo, for the very wonderful event, and we would like to please you to beat the gong as the opening of ceremony. Okay.
Indonesian symbol to a kind of open ceremony to hope that all the process will be smoothly conducted, yeah. And then we have to thank God, yeah, to bless this all event. Thank you.
Thank you. Please give the best applause. One. So the GRC Summit 2022 is officially open. Thank you so much, Mr. Antonius Alijoyo, as the chairperson to the steering committee to give a speech and also to officially opening the event of GRC Summit 2022. Please give the best applause for all of us once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much. And now we entering the first session of GRC Summit, Lifetime Achievement Session. In the beginning of the session, we would like to hear Ms. Sofia Iwatimena to deliver a keynote speech on the value created through GRC, especially in phenomena in Indonesia. This session will be led by Mr. Charles. He is an Executive Board Chairman of IRMAPA, Indonesia Risk Management Professional Association, and also graduate from Master Degree in Management. So, without any further ado, please welcome Mr. Charles.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Kebajikan, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Belum hafal. Okay, I'm honored being assigned to introduce you our distinguished keynote speaker. She's a member of the Board of Commissioners of the Indonesia Financial Services Authority, OJK, Ibu Sofia Watimena. So allow me to read her short bio for you. Ibu Sofia Isabella Watimena was born in Cirebon on February 24, 1969. She graduated in accounting from Gajah Mada University and continued her study at Leiden University, Netherlands, and Kuhne Logistik University, Germany, for master degree in business administration. In addition, she was also a chartered accountant, certified by EIE, the Indonesia Accountant Association. The first time I knew Ibu Sophie actually when she was the finance and operation director of PT Pelabuhan Indonesia II Persero, state-owned enterprise of Indonesian ports. But long before that, she actually started her career at EY as an auditor, and then had a remarkable career as senior and top management positions at big companies, like I mentioned earlier, in PT Pelabuhan Indonesia, and also Finance and Human Resource Director of PT Kendaraan Terminal Tbk, Executive Finance Director, and then becoming Managing Director of the PT Indonesia Asahan Aluminium Persero. So without further ado, let us welcome Ibu Sofia with a big applause. Ibu Sofia, the audience is yours.
Very good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Honorable guest, Bapak Lee Albert Dietmar, President Director of Business Solution Incorporated, Bapak Antonius Alijoyo, Principal of CRMS. It's very enjoyable as always, to hear your speech, Bapak. Bapak Kunjung Masehat, Chairman of Badan Nasional Sertifikasi Profesi, Bapak Hendro Kusumo, Deputy of Standard Development Badan Standarisasi Nasional, Bapak Adi Budiarso, apa kabar Bapak? Director of Financial Sector Policy MOF, Bapak Arif Trihardianto, Chief of Education Center and Training Supervision BPKP, Ibu Cynthia Rusli, Finance Director of PT PLN Persero, Bapak Waluyo dan Bapak Radito Risangadi, all of the GRC Association, ladies and gentlemen, participants of GRC Summit 2022. As we are all gathering today, allow me to say that I feel immensely honored to serve as keynote speaker at this summit. We should be grateful to God because by His grace, we can gather both physically and virtually at the event of GRC Summit 2022 with the interesting topic, Sailing in the Multiverse of Uncertainty. I would also deliver my highest appreciation to all speakers and moderators who have been willing to share their valuable thoughts and experience through this event. Ladies and gentlemen, in this age of globalization, many industries and countries share the same issues of or potential risks. We are acutely aware of interdependence and emergence of those issues. Furthermore, the impact to this society. According to World Economic Forum Survey 2021-2022, climate action failure and extreme weathers are two tops of severe risks on a global scale over the next 10 years. From that point of view, the damage of nature caused by climate failure or extreme weather would further result significant impact to financial sector. In addition to climate issues, the world is also being hit by societal risks like ethnicity, religion, race, and group issues, livelihood crisis, and infectious disease COVID-19. Infectious disease also play a significant role in changing people's behavior and interconnectedness, eventually generating new normal activity. We also need to look closely at few risks aside of the environment, which would also be critical threat in the short term, namely geopolitical confrontation, debt crisis or economic risk like in Sri Lanka, and cybersecurity failure or technological risk. In particular, to cybersecurity risk, the number and complexity of attacks have increased. Moreover, computing capabilities have advanced at a rapid pace. The scale of impact has also increased exponentially, resulting in millions of attacks. This might lead to affect economic issue at both top and bottom levels. Around 2004, United Nations had launched corporate social responsibility initiatives as the initial form of ESG. In less than 20 years, the ESG movement has grown into a global phenomenon, representing more than $30 trillion in assets under management. In 2016, Paris Agreement also highlighted the important role of forestry in preserving the nature and maintain the climate. Following that event, in 2021, IFRS Foundation trustees at COP26 in Glasgow agreed to establish the International Sustainability Standard Board, or ISSB, as one of the initiatives to keep global warming at the level of 1.8 degrees Celsius. The ISSB will sit alongside and work in close cooperation with IASB, or International Accounting Standard Board, ensuring connectivity and compatibility between IFRS accounting standard and the ISSB standard. These are four elements related to climate concern need to be included in the financial disclosures, namely governance, strategy, risk management, and metrics and targets. These four elements could increase the awareness level of financial report users regarding the green economy concept. To respond to the ratification of the Paris Agreement through Law Number 16 of 2016, Indonesia has voluntarily committed to reduce unconditionally 26% of its greenhouse gases against the business as usual scenario by the year 2030, and with international support, it could increase up to 41%. Post-2030, Indonesia envisions a progression beyond its existing commitment. Thus, based on the country's emission level assessment in the Third National Communication, or TNC, Indonesia has set unconditional reduction target of 29% or 3% higher than the previous one. According to the MOF Climate Budget Tagging Report, during 2016 until 2020, the average fund allocated for climate activities is around 89 trillion rupiah, or equal to 3.9% of the national budget per year. This is quite significant. In August 2020, Indonesia also received around $100 million from Green Climate Fund, or GCF, for its success in reducing emission in the 2014 until 2016 period. Furthermore, the government has issued sovereign global green sukuk every year since 2018, totaling to $2.75 billion in order to finance renewable energy access, waste management, and energy efficiency projects across Indonesia. Nevertheless, this figure is still far from the estimated funding requirement to achieve Indonesia's emission reduction target as stated in the NDC in 2030. We need to quickly step up and working on sound policies to mitigate the greater risks. Climate change policies will align with sustainable economic development through enhanced climate resilience, conducive environment for investment. Resultantly, it would establish fair international trade and industrial-based economic growth. To support the government, OJK has been collaborated with 8 relevant ministries and established Indonesia Green Taxonomy Edition 1.0. The Indonesia Green Taxonomy Edition 1.0 will be used as the basis for the development of incentive and disincentive policy of various ministries and institutions, including OGK. And secondly, guidelines for information openness, risk management, and development of innovative sustainable finance products and or services for financial services sector or AFS and issuers. OGK also stipulated regulation or POGK number 51, 2017, concerning the implementation of sustainable finance for financial institutions, issuers, and public companies that requires FSS to implement sustainable finance principles, submit the Sustainable Finance Action Plan or RAKP to OGK, as well as sustainable report that must be published to the public. All distinguished participants, in a more challenging global environment, we currently face uncertain conditions led by the development of technology and communication and accelerate further driven by COVID-19 pandemic. It creates new risks along with the appearance of business constraints. All those risks might relate to several sectors, including the financial sector as the top 3 sectors, which has changed the business model. For instance, in order to reduce costs, new approaches such as shifting the marketing strategy or developing the new tools would be the option. Governance, risk management, and compliance, or GRC, is also the case. We cannot indeed keep doing things as usual. GRC, as a discipline, is aimed at collaboration and synchronization of information and activities in order to achieve organization goals. As the maturity increases, organization changes would be aligned with business process model. If implemented using the technology effectively, it will enable stakeholders to predict risks with greater accuracy and capitalize on the opportunities that truly matter. Based on PwC survey in 2021, it states that with advancement of technology, GRC process can accelerate further to help management decision making. Because risk managers can automate mundane administrative tasks and focus on data quality, risk transparency, and strategic planning. All excellent participants, OGK has implemented combined assurance method in the framework of 3 lines model, in which we optimize the tools to assure GRC implementation in all lines of defense. We conduct integrated assurance in all lines using risk as the navigator. As a result, the implementation of GRC could be monitored and evaluated continuously and effectively. Nowadays, we need to catch up with technology and use it as a support for all business processes. As the complexity is raised, we develop a system, namely GRC, Integrated Information System, or as short called SIGRC. This SIGRC has been used by first, second, and third line in all assurance activities, risk management process, and compliance. SIGRC is able to generate a database report regarding the GRC implementation in all departments. Moreover, using the continuous audit, continuous monitoring, or CACM, we maximize data analytics to detect incompliance or internal control weakness and report it to first line in an efficient way. As a result, GRC implementation could be maintained effectively. The report could be delivered in a timely basis, yet the substance is still qualified to add value to organization. Integrated GRC also break the term of silos and also allow to collaborate with all lines to achieve the goals. We believe integrated GRC also need to be implemented in Indonesia FSS or financial services sector. Globally, the FSS faces rapid development of the digital economy, along with the changes in consumer behaviors, relatively large national development financing needs, and high volatility in global financial markets. To face these challenges, the national FSS must be developed so that it is highly resilient to various shocks, competitive, adaptive to an ever-changing environment, efficient, and contributes optimally towards economic development and able to provide consumer-oriented financial products and services. As a regulator in financial services sectors in Indonesia, OJK also contributes in strengthening GRC by releasing a few related Peraturan OJK or POJK. For example, in banking sector, there are three relevant POJK which support GRC implementation, namely POJK 55/2016 about implementation of governance for commercial banks, POJK number 1/2019 about implementation of the internal audit function in commercial banks, and POJK number 18/2016 about application of risk management for commercial banks. The same approach also conducted in capital market and non-bank financial institution, whereas OJK put concern in GRC implementation through POJK number 57/2017 about implementation of good corporate governance for securities companies conducting business activities as underwriters and broker-dealers, and also POJK number 73/2016 about good corporate governance for insurance companies. Not only for each sector, we also released regulation for financial conglomerates. The integrated governance implementation has been ruled under POJK number 18/2014 about implementation of integrated governance for financial conglomerates. These regulations are only examples of regulation related to GRC issued by OJK. We always review this regulation and also open to input from stakeholders. If this rule is no longer deemed fit, we will update it according to the latest GRC global developments to bolster resilience and competitiveness of the financial services sectors in Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is true that current digital trend might lead to uncertainty. However, we strongly believe that effective integrated GRC implementation could be the foundation of value creation in the financial services sector in Indonesia. Therefore, the challenges arise from digital innovation could be seen as opportunity to support rather than a great risk to limit. To sum up, allow me to highlight that integrated GRC could not be achieved by working separately among lines of defense, yet should be do together to reach common purpose. Collaboration and proactive efforts become crucial to address the challenges. Apart from that, technology should be considered as new opportunity to enhance the implementation of GRC. In that way, integrated GRC would be more effective and creating value added for organization. Lastly, I would personally deliver my gratitude and appreciation to the organizer for the given opportunity as keynote speaker at this great event. Hopefully, this event could be more enlighten us about integrated GRC and further strengthening GRC implementation in Indonesia. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, baik. As the importance of GRC becomes more and more aware in many aspects in our lives, for instance, the climate change, digital business landscape, and also the, of course, financial services. As we can hear from Ibu Sofia that OJK also implemented GRC as well as the pushing the GRC GRC is being implemented well in financial sectors. So, ladies and gentlemen, please once again give a big applause for Ibu Sofia Matimena. And for these sessions, we don't have a question and answers session, so I'll give it back to the MC. Thank you, Ibu Sophie. Please don't go. Yeah, we have a token of appreciations for Ibu Sofia Matimena. But please, I give it to the MC first.
Thank you very much for your presentation. What a coherently insightful lesson that we have received. But before we proceed the next session, I would like to invite Mr. Antonius Alijoyo to give the token of appreciation to Ms. Sofia Watimena and Mr. Charles Air Force as a host. Mr. Anton, would you like to come to join us to the stage? Thank you. To give the token of appreciation and take a picture together. Ms. Sophie Watimena, would you like to kindly receive the token of appreciation that given by Mr. Antonius Alijoyo?
So, on behalf of the audience and all the organizing committee, we'd like to express thank you as the host, right, of Ibu Sofia Watimena session.
The first, Mr. Anton Alijoyo will give to Ms. Sofia. Please give the best applause for all of us. And now, Mr. Antonius Alijoyo give the token of appreciation to Mr. Charles R. Force. Would you like to stay for a minute to take a photo together?
To what? Photo with him? Why not a photo with you?
And also with Miss Sophia behind you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, in my count, 3, 2, 1. Give your best smile, please. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. You may be seated again.
Okay? Yeah. Now,
Okay.
I have to give to Ibu Sofia, but Ibu Sofia on the virtual, so to whom that can represent in person?
Oh, it may be in person, maybe from...
Siapa? Huh? Okay. Ibu Sofia, as if I give it to you, and both of us will be taking a photo. You are on the virtual background, I'm on the in-person background. Okay, Bu?
Okay, thank you so much.
Ibu, thank you, Ibu.
As if I receive it.
Okay, now just take a picture together in my count. 3, 2, 1. Give the best smile. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Antonius Alijoyo and Ibu Sofia Watimena. Thank you so much, Mr. Antonius. You may be seated again. Thank you. Yogyakarta, please give the best applause. Okay, and Miss Sophia, I know that you are very busy, so it's okay for you to leave the Zoom room and have a great working day.
Thank you all. Have a pleasant seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, now we're going to move to next session, Lifetime Achievement Award. In this series of GRC Summit events, we have an annual activity in awarding Lifetime Achievement. This Lifetime Achievement is awarded to figure out who have a career and dedication in developing GRC practices, especially in Indonesia. Let's us together see the videos. Please give the best applause for all of us. All right, Lifetime Achievement Award GRC Summit 2022. We invite representative from the GRC Association to give a speech. So let's invite Mr. Radito Risangadi and Mr. Waluyo to please come join us to the stage to pay contribute to the figures who contribute to practicing and developing GRC in the organization.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow speakers joining us today. On behalf of Indonesia GRC Association, I welcome you all to this GRC Summit 2022, which is held in Yogyakarta, a nice and peaceful place for us gathering here today. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Radito Risangadi from Jasa Raja, representing as a GRC professional. And this moment allow me to present or convey one of the agenda, the most awaited award, GRC Lifetime Achievement Award Years 2022. About the GRC Association. The GRC Association is an association of practitioners, academics, and professionals to develop GRC practices, especially in Indonesia. The GRC Association accommodates interaction, provide reliable data, and update information due to regulation, channels aspiration, and develop knowledge and competence for members associated with governance, risk management, and compliance. The purpose of the award is to support and appreciate to practitioners, educators, and intellectuals who have contributed significantly and consistently in developing GRC in Indonesia. Strengthen public awareness of the importance of GRC, knowledge and practice. Trigger the growth of innovation for the GRC practice in order to create a strong and ethical business climate. The assessment process. The GRC Association appoint the nominee team and the judge team. Winners are selected by the following processes. Determination of criteria for nomination of Lifetime Achievement Award 2022. Nomination for awardees by the nominee team, and assessment by the judges team. The nomination criteria. Practicing the implementation of GRC concept in the organization, more than half his or her age, or above 25 years of experience. Produce documentation works in the form of books or journal or scientific publication or popular publication, online educational channels that can be traced back to their track record, which is a form of dedication in developing the implementation of the organization GRC. Obtain minimum recommendation from 2 GRC practitioners who have been active for more than 15 years. Committed to teaching or developing GRC practices in Indonesia and enriching literacy by book or journal. Have a good track record and has no experience and never will be involved in corruption, collusion, and nepotism, which are documented and exposed by the media. Okay. The nomination team has collected and selected 4 nominees, and the judges has selected 2 awardees, which are: the first is the late Mr. Alphonsus Budi Susanto. Please the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. My name is Mas Ahmad Daniri. Up to December 2019, I was chairman of Komite Nasional Kebijakan Governance and right now chairman of Governance, Risk Management and Compliance Association and also chairman of Professional Governance Indonesia. I am aware Abe Susanto, who lived in Germany for 10 years to study in the medical field. With a background in medical doctor, he developed his capacity of knowledge by studying economics at the Faculty of Economics, University of Indonesia, continuing his education to get a Master of Art in United States Studies and 2 doctoral degrees from Pajajaran University, a Doctor of Philosophy and a Doctor of Management and Business. With a degree of Minister of Research and Higher Education, he was appointed as a professor at the Veterans National Development University in Jakarta, the founder and chairman of the Jakarta Consulting Group for 30 years. Long before pass away, he was already behind the scenes by reducing his business activities. He is actively teaching at several leading universities and has written and published dozens of management literature. His love for literacy also makes him actively write books on various topics that he is interested in. His capacity and reputation are achieved with high intellectual ability and motivation so that he can integrate his knowledge in all fields. The success he has achieved is the fruit of his optimism and commitment. Optimism must also be accompanied by a commitment to work hard, a commitment to work smartly, to work together in a team, and to be willing to network. With the capacity and mastery of knowledge that is very useful as well as his contribution and concern for the progress of the nation, Pak Abe Susanto really deserves to be awarded the GRC Award. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So thank you, Mr. Radito Risangadi, for your wonderful speech. And now we will okay, please.
Okay. And then the second winner is Mr. Hotbonar Sinaga.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya GRC Putra. Saya sudah di dunia keuangan lebih dari 35 tahun. Saya ingin mengucapkan selamat kepada Pak Hotbonar yang mendapatkan Lifetime Achievement Award. Pak Hotbonar, saya sudah kenal lebih dari 45 tahun. Sejak saya masih menjadi mahasiswa, beliau sudah menjadi dosen saya. Saya bertemu sering dengan Pak Hotbonar. Beliau menjadi direktur utama di Jamsostek. Kebetulan saya direktur utama di Dana Reksa. Pak Hotbonar yang saya tahu adalah orang yang sangat berintegritas, sangat knowledgeable, dan menjadi guru yang baik. Beliau itu tidak pernah lekang dengan komitmennya terhadap dunia keuangan maupun merah putih Republik Indonesia. Makanya saya sangat setuju dan sangat mendukung bahwa beliau itu memang pantas untuk mendapatkan Lifetime Achievement Award. Sekali lagi, selamat Pak Hotbonar atas Lifetime Achievement Award-nya. You are the man.
All right, please give the best applause for all of us. Mr. Radito Risangadi, thank you very, very much for your wonderful speech. And also, I like to say thank you to Mr. Waluyo. But before we invite Mr. Hotbonar Sinaga to the stage to receive his award, we would like to listen first to Mrs. Patricia Susanto as the representative of Mr. Abe Susanto to give a speech. Mrs. Patricia Susanto, are you joining with us?
Yes, hi, I'm through the Zoom.
Hi, good morning. Hello
good
from
morning,
Yogyakarta. Okay,
morning,
the time is
everybody.
yours.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for the opportunity to speak with you through Zoom. I'm sorry not to be able to go there. But first of all, I would like to congratulate the chairman and the team for conducting the GRC Summit 2022. And on behalf of the family, I would convey our deepest appreciation for bestowing this award to our father and chairman, Professor Dr. Abe Susanto. So through Metaverse, I already got the award, so thank you so much. And congratulations to Pak Hotbonar Sinaga for receiving the award. I think you're very well deserved. And my father always spoke so highly about you that you are the epitome of what is to be a good leader and a good citizen of Indonesia. So congratulations to Pak Hotbonar. He always speaks so highly of you, and he will be very happy that he received the same award as you. I think that's one of the best achievements, is to be put on the same stage as you, Pak Hotbonar. So thank you for that. And we are earnestly very grateful for the recognition and the continued support of his close friend, Pak Mas Ahmad Daniri, and through the community of the GRC Association. During his lifetime, Pak Abe, as we know him, and his friend used to call him, he used GRC as his guideline in consultation. As you know, he built up Jakarta Consulting Group 40 years ago, so we're approaching our 40th anniversary next year, and we're proud to be an Indonesian local consultant. We value our knowledge about the local wisdom of Indonesia during our consultation process. And in this consultation process, he always focused on GRC. And he always said this one word, I would like to quote him on this, is jangan didikte oleh keadaan, or do not be dictated by the situation. This became our mantra when Jakarta Consulting Group do our consultation, is that whatever is coming to us, we have to be in control. And we can only do this through the implementation of GRC. So if you read throughout his book and his love for writing, you can see that he put that in place, that he put governance, he put risk management and compliance throughout the organization sustainability. Again, we are very grateful for the recognition, and now we know that he is smiling down from heaven when he sees how far Indonesia has moved on from creating a healthy ecosystem for GRC. And I would like to close this with one more quote from him. Smile, my friends, and the world will smile with you. Thank you so much for the committee for awarding this award to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Patricia Susanto, for your wonderful speech, and congratulations to be the winner of Lifetime Achievement. And now I would like to invite Mr. Hotbonar Sinaga to give the speech. So, Mr. Hotbonar Sinaga, the stage is yours. Okay, but before you give us wonderful speech, please kindly receive the awardee that been given from GRC Summit 2022.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera buat kita semua. Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Saya ini sebetulnya tidak dikasih tahu oleh organizing committee mesti kasih speech. Jadi saya siapkan apa adanya, jadi melakukan improvisasi. It is really a great honor for me to receive this awarding. As probably you already saw on the screen, I have experienced more than 25 years in business, but what I am proud of is not as businessman, as a lecturer, because my experience in lecturing at the University of Indonesia Faculty of Economics is more than 42 years. Yeah, actually, I accompanied by two beautiful ladies over there, which Lady Ditman already met them in our flight during flight from Jakarta to Yogyakarta. And actually, frankly speaking, one of these beautiful ladies is my becoming spouse. Jadi sekali lagi saya betul-betul ya Pak Anton bangga sekali mendapatkan awarding ini. Walaupun sebetulnya kalau tadi saya bicara dalam bahasa Inggris ala kadarnya tidak sefluent Pak Anton, ya. Itu saya lebih membanggakan karir saya sebagai dosen yang lebih dari 42 tahun di Fakultas Ekonomi Universitas Indonesia, dan mungkin sebagian dari mahasiswa saya itu ada di ruangan ini, ya. Termasuk antara lain yang paling saya banggakan itu adalah mahasiswa saya itu Profesor Renal Kasali, ya, termasuk yang tadi memberikan testimoni buat saya itu Pak Edgar Eka Putra. Jadi sekali lagi terima kasih kepada CRMS atau kepada GRC Association yang telah memberikan saya award ini, dan jelas ini merupakan suatu kebanggaan buat saya dan sudah tentu juga buat keluarga saya, termasuk juga my becoming spouse. Jadi sekali lagi terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Mr. Hotbonar Sinaga, for your wonderful speech. And please stay in the stage to receive award that will be given by Mr. Waluyo. So this is the recognition of GRC Lifetime Achievement Award. Give your best smile in 3, 2, 1. Please stay. Thank you very much. Okay, now Mr. Waluyo, please.
Pak Anton Alijoyo mentions we have two generations who hand over the award to Pak Hotbonars. I just would like to give a testimony about him in terms of GRC. Because I just came from my village, which has a lot of sawah, paddy field. So I remember one pantun that fit about him related to GRC. Satu pantunnya, kalau tentang GRC, Pak Hotbonar, who is really hot about GRC, adalah ada lebah di tengah sawah. Tiada lebah, tiada lelah dalam berdakwah untuk GRC. Itulah right pantun untuk Pak.
Please give the best applause.
Congratulations, Pak. Selamat, Pak.
Thank you so much, Mr. Waluyo, and to Mr. Hotbonar Sinaga. Would you please stay for us in the stage? Mrs. Patricia Susanto, are you still joining with us? Please give your best smile because we want to take a picture together. Okay, in my count. 3, 2, 1. Give your best smile once again in 3, 2, 1. Okay, please give the best applause for all of us. Thank you so much, Mr. Radito Risangadi, Mr. Waluyo, and Mr. Hotbonar Sinaga. Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Patricia Susanto. And now it's time for you, Mr. Radito Risangadi, to give our closing remarks for the Lifetime Achievement Session.
As a closing statement, I would like to say that it's a great pleasure for me to deliver this Lifetime Achievement Award. And it's a true privilege to be a part of this association, Indonesia GRC Association, which has a massive contribution creating strong and ethical business climate in Indonesia. I hope that in upcoming years, we all here can achieve and contribute more than what we have give today, especially on how to develop GRC in Indonesia and strengthen the awareness of the importance of GRC knowledge and practices, as we all learn from both of the award receiver. Once again, thank you very much for the opportunity given. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a pleasant day for all. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih. Thank you so much, Mr. Radito Risangadi, for your wonderful closing speech remark. And ladies and gentlemen, we will like to take a break for about 15 minutes. You could put your hair down for a while, and please make sure that you will be back to this room, Hotel Ambarrukmo Plaza, Kesultanan Ballroom First. And also for you in the online participation in a Zoom meeting at 10 a.m. sharp. And afterwards we will enter the keynote speaker session, and don't forget, in the end of today's session there will be a door prize. So I'll see you later.
Tahu gak, sekarang cuma dengan satu jari, semua urusan listrik langsung beres, res. Ini dia, PLN Mobile. Kalau cuma gangguan aja sih, nggak usah panik. Tinggal tap menu pengaduan, cus petugas PLN-nya langsung datang. Atau mau isi token. Yang asiknya lagi nih guys, sekarang isi token listriknya bisa dari 5.000 doang loh. Cuma PLN Mobile yang bisa. Pasang listrik baru, atau mau ubah daya, atau cek hitungan listrik. Nah, buat kamu yang pengen internetan anti lelet dan kuotanya nggak habis-habis, ya internet di PLN Mobile lah. Asiknya lagi nih guys, kamu sekaligus juga bisa nikmatin layanan TV kabelnya. Atau mau dapetin hadiah menarik setiap bulan. Kirim kode referral sebanyak-banyaknya, hadiahnya banyak banget. Ada mobil listrik juga loh. Urusan listrik serahin aja ke PLN Mobile.